Hey, happy Friday everyone. It is newsletter time. So, like I've been talking about the last few days, we've got several different things that are going to go on this newsletter. First of all, I want to, I'm finally getting new products on the website, makeawoodsign.com. So, first things first is our router base plates. You know, the one for the DWP 611, the little DeWalt, we now have them, well, we've had them available for a long time for 3 other different routers, little compact routers. Dad's made them and have the holes drilled accordingly so they'll fit on 4 different well, actually 5 different routers, because the original, the DWP, actually fits on the Porter Cable 450 as well. But now 3 other router base plates are on the website. You can go right on there and order them. So the first one fits the rigid R2401. So the holes are pre-drilled, ready to go to fit on that little palm router, which I hear really good things about. So there's that one. There is the Makita, gosh, what is that? RY0701C, RT0701C. So for the little Makita palm router, this one is drilled for that. Again, available on the website. And the other one that I have here is the Bosch Colt. I don't have one of the bases here, but it will fit that. So all 4 of those are on the website now, so you can go right on there and order them, or you can call us like always if you want those. So we're selling a lot of their router base plates. People seem to really like them. Dad came up with a nifty little product there. Okay, number 2 product. Since we've been making layout letters, and we had on the website has always been you could buy them individually if you wanted 1 inch or 2 inch or 1.5 inches. You can buy them either individually, or you could buy the starter pack, which is 2 each of all of them all the way through with the punctuations and everything. Well, now we have something that, and we've been working on this for a while, but we've got something that is in between there. Let's say you just want the 1 inch and you had the 1.5 inches before. You just want the 1 inch. Well, now what we have what we call a set. Remember, the other one is a starter pack. It's $143.50, but now we have a set. So you can buy just a set, which is 1 each of everything, all the letters and the numbers, and then an extra on the A-E-I-O-U, the vowels. So there's 41 pieces total. So you can buy the individual sets and you save some money by doing it rather than buying them individual. For instance, on the 1 inch, because they're 50 cents a piece, normally for 41 pieces, which is what is in here, normally that would be $20.50 if you were buying them individually, and the set is $15. So you save $5.50 for buying them by the set. I only brought this set out, but we also have it in 1.5 inches and 2 inch. So on the 1.5 inch, the set sells for $25. Same quantities. 25 on the 1.5 inch, and on the 2 inch they sell for $35. On the 1.5 inch, normally individually that'd sell for $30.75, but like I say, the set, the 1.5 inch set is $25, and the 2 inch set would normally be $41, and you're getting it for $35. So anyway, it just gives you another option, guys, rather than having to buy them individually. Now you can buy a set, whichever set you want, or you can buy all 3 sets, but they're sold, the sets are sold individually. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yes.
Did I explain that correctly?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that is that as far as that goes. I got one more thing that I want to talk to you guys about, but that'll be at the end. What we're going to do right now, and I can't believe it's been this long, but back in July of '09, we posted a video of Dad actually grinding tools with the carbide, with the diamond wheel on the grinder. And it was so bad, you guys, I can't even believe that anybody even watched it. My camera work was absolutely horrendous. Anyway, I promise I will do a better job this time. Everything will be in focus. You'll be able to see what he's doing. Anyway, so for those of you that get the router bits, the carbide router bits, and you want to get a diamond wheel and grind them yourself, Dad is going to go over a complete training on how to do that because he's excellent at it. So
You're pretty good at it too.
well, I'm okay, but you're better at it. But so we're going to tear this setup down, put the bench grinder on here, and come back, and we're going to show you. Dad's going to go through everything exactly how to grind those bits in case you guys want to do it yourself. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, folks. I'm going to show you the setup that I have for grinding this. We made this kind of so that it's good for our studio, but this is not, not how it would be in the shop. But what I've done is, can you pan over here, son, and show this laser?
Yeah.
Now this is a laser, just a red line laser. Now if you pan back over, see that on my hand? Can you see that, son?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Well, this laser light is a line, and I've got it set up on the diamond wheel. Now when you're sharpening tools, this is the center. See, this is coming right across the center of the shaft. And it'll be, when I turn that router, when I turn that grinder, it'll show right on the edge, which is where you want. Well, in fact, I'll go ahead and do that now that you've seen this.
Okay, so so let me understand. You've got that laser light there jacked up to where it's perfectly even with the center of that wheel.
Yeah, it's as close as I can get it to the center of the shaft.
Got it.
Which will be the center of the wheel.
Okay.
Now I'm going to turn the grinder. So now you can see on the edge right here, when I turn the wheel on, it'll stay right in the center, and that's where you want to grind.
Okay.
Now these are the tool bits that I'm going to touch up to begin with. And I want you to understand, I should have a pair of glasses on when I'm using this, but I don't wear glasses. Well,
push that button right there, Dad. That's the one. No, leave that other thing alone.
This is a brass wheel, and you use this brass wheel just to clean your router bit. They'll have a tendency to get. Now you should always, when you're using this, wear glasses, because these little brushes. This is a little brass brush. Can you see this, good son?
Yeah, I'm trying to focus in here. Now we're focused. Yeah.
This is a little brass brush, and this is ideal for cleaning carbide or even steel bits. But you keep the resin off of these, and they'll stay sharp about 3 times longer.
Yeah, definitely wear glasses, guys, because those little brass things go flying.
Yeah, they will go flying, so always wear glasses when you're doing that. I don't wear glasses when I'm grinding. Now, if I were grinding on steel on a wheel, I would use glasses. But on a carbide, I don't use carbide and diamond. I don't use it because it's not throwing off sparks or chips. So, can you focus in on that red line there, son? Tell me when you're focused in on it.
I'm ready.
Alright. I'll try to keep my big fat thumb from wiping out that line. Now you can see, this is a 3-fluted welder bit. You see the 3 flutes?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is stay right on the center and just keep it. This is all you need to do. See how I was right on that center?
Yeah.
On that 1 flute. I don't know if you can get in on this now and show that 1 flute.
I'm trying. You keep moving that thing around.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold it still.
All right, I'm on it.
Okay, now that 1 flute is perfectly sharp, and that's really all it takes to get a new surface up. Now the other flutes, I'll turn it around, and you can see they're a little dull. That one's nice and shiny. So that one is done. Now we'll do this one. A little difficult sometimes keeping that, but you kind of want to keep it straight. And that's really all you have to do to get a new grinding surface on that, a new cutting surface on that flute. And that's really all there is to sharpening that. spring-loaded bit. That's just almost as sharp as if it was a new one. Now, it's not machine sharpened, so it's not absolutely accurate like it would be if it was machine sharpened. Now here's a 90 degree. This is 2 flute. It's a little bit easier to sharpen. You just want to kind of keep it steady. You just touch it on that diamond wheel, right on that red line, right on your center line. And that's all there is to touching them up. That's just as sharp as it can be. As sharp as I can get it without it being machine sharpened.
Okay.
And I have one more. These are Eric's router bits, and he said they all need sharpening, so I'm going to test all 3 of them. Can you get a good picture of what I'm doing here, son?
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of tough on this small screen on the camera.
Yeah, I know.
I'm hoping I'm not zoomed in so far that it's blurry. I'm hoping.
Those 3 are all sharpened. Now, we have some that our customers have sent in. Here's one from Bob Cena. How's it going, Robert?
Hey, Bob. Just talked to Bob this morning on the phone.
Okay, this is one Bob sent in.
I think it's a profile bit.
Now let's take a look at it. Yeah, this is a profile bit. Now it can use a little cleaning. Looks like it hasn't been touched with a brush.
Shame on you, Bob.
So you can see a lot of try to can you get a good close-up of this and show the resin buildup in there, son?
I'm not sure it's going to focus in that tight. Yeah, hold on. Just keep it right there, though. Don't move it. Don't think it's going to, at least on this small screen, I think that's about as good as I can get.
All right, well, main thing is that it's got quite a bit of resin buildup on it. It's not bad. I've seen it a lot worse. But get yourself one of these little Dremels with a diamond, with a glass brush. Then when you get ready, it's a little difficult here. I'll move this.
Gonna move your laser over?
Bear with me a little bit. I'll move my laser. See if I can get it to. That's good. The camera can't see that red line even though.
There, we can see it. You can move it a little bit further if you want to.
That'll be a little better. Okay, now on this one, keep the cutting, the flute, keep that parallel to the wheel. And you just come right down the flute just like that. And as long as you're on that center.
You can still kind of see it.
Okay. No, I put my finger on here. I like to have stability. If I was doing this in the shop, I'd have a little bit more stability. And I do both of the straight flutes first. And then this 45-degree on the end. Well, I think what I'll do, even though I don't usually do this, I think I'm going to put on these cheaters so I get a little bit better.
Oh, you're going to actually use the magnifiers?
Yeah, I'm going to use the magnifiers. I highly recommend that my customers do it too. And it does help a little bit when you're cutting these up, especially this 45 degrees. Now, both of those are touched up pretty good. Now, on occasion, I don't know if you can see this, but on occasion, right here, will be out of focus. And what you need to do is just very carefully, without touching the cutting edge, down below, just touch that and grind it back just a little bit. Being careful not to touch the cutting edge.
And why do you do that?
Well, just to give it clearance. Just to be sure that this edge, when it's cutting, this is clearance back here. It's just clearance from the wood so that it's not actually, if you don't have that a little bit of clearance on there, it'll cut and the back end will rub a little bit and it'll burn.
Okay.
Now, what we'll do, before we send these back to Bob or anybody else, we'll test them. We'll put them in a router and test them.
Oh, yeah.
Get that set. Now, what I do when I'm doing a lot of them, I'll put this back in Bob's
Yeah.
bag. What I'm doing when I'm doing a lot of them is I keep this little cup of water. You see this cup of water here?
I do.
That's that thing. I keep that cup of water there just to be sure the router bit doesn't get hot. Now this one's super clean. It does look a little dull, but it's clean.
This one, I think, from John Epps, isn't it?
This is, yeah, this is Jonathan Epps. This is a little bit longer than that other one. He's got a little bit longer flute back up. Still with me, Sean?
Yep, I'm there.
Again, it doesn't have much back there on the heel, but I'm gonna touch it on the wheel, just on the edge of the wheel, just to get a little clearance back there. You have to be real careful when you do that you don't slip and touch the cutting edge, or you have to start all over.
You have to start all over like with a new bit?
Well,
like
I wouldn't do with a new bit. But I'd start all over and
it all depends on how much you slip, I suppose.
Yeah. You have to wind up grinding all new flutes on there. Here's one from Scotty Odom. I think there's one in there.
Yeah, there's one in there.
There it is. It looks like a ratchet. Now this is again the profile bit, but it's a short one. Next can use some cleanup. Can you zoom in on that side?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to turn it.
Okay, good.
Now both sides are really kind of built up. There's quite a bit of resin on both sides. So now, can you zoom in on that again?
Yep, I'm there.
Now you see this is This is what the brass brush does. It just cleans it off.
Much cleaner, yeah.
Makes it almost look like a new one.
Yeah.
We bring it up. Get it just about on center. And you go the length. You can look at that as you grind it, if you put a new edge on there. You can look at it and make sure that you've got a good edge on there. You just gotta touch it with your finger or just sort of drag it across your thumbnail. And that'll tell you whether or not it's in good shape. Like that. Looks like this has been ground a time or two.
Yeah, I think we have, I think Scotty sent that in at least once or twice. Trying to get as close as I can, guys, without getting it blurry. Kind of tough to tell on this small screen, so I'm hoping this comes out all right.
And I'm trying to stay as close to center on these as I can when I'm touching them. It may not be exactly on center on one or two of them. As long as you're close to the center, that's the main thing. The reason I'm way down below the center here is I'm not touching the cutting edge. All I'm doing is grinding a little bit of that relief from behind the cutting edge.
So that's okay to do if you're not touching the actual edge.
Yeah, as long as you're not touching the cutting edge on the flute, you can be down below it.
Okay.
It's just fine. Right. Both of those, you just kind of drag it across your thumbnail. You can see that you can tell that it's sharp. Yep. That's literally all there is for sharpening tools. Now, when I say that's all there is, the fact is, it took me a lot of years as a machinist taking tool engineering to really learn tool geometry and to learn to be able to do that by hand. You're a lot better off if you can find somebody to machine sharpen your tools for you. If you can't, then we can touch them up. But I tell people if you get them machine sharpened, they'll last longer.
Well, and then, and I've talked about this before, it's kind of if you get a machine sharpened, chances are they're going to take off more carbide, you're going to get less sharpenings out of them.
That's true.
From a machine shop. We'll take, but they'll last longer in between sharpenings. They'll probably last longer than us doing them.
But you won't get as many sharpenings because they'll take more material off.
Exactly.
And after 2 or 3 sharpenings, it'll be down to the point where it can't be sharpened anymore.
Right.
Whereas we might sharpen it 6 or 8 times. So,
exactly, yeah. So I kind of talked about that before.
But if we sharpen it, we test it before we send it back to you so we know it's going to cut.
Absolutely. All these will be tested before they go back to you guys.
Right.
So, all right. Is that about it, Dad?
That's it, son.
Okay, so we'll tear this down. I'll come back on and we'll close this up and I'll come back and talk about one more thing. So we'll be right back, guys.
Okay, we're back, and as soon as my son joins me, we'll sit here and talk about new and exciting stuff.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. This is the thing that I've been really excited to share with you. One of my dreams for a long time has always been, and you guys that I've talked to on the phone, many of you know that I've always kind of talked about, not always, but for the last several years, talked about an opportunity to get us all together in one place and make sawdust and just have a blast, and it just is such a dream of mine. So here's the deal. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I want to find out from you guys who's interested in coming to a seminar. We want to do because we get that question every once in a while, do we do classes? You know, that kind of thing, other than in Utah.
I get that quite often.
We get that a lot.
Do we do classes, or can we, or will we?
Yeah. So here's the idea that I have, guys. I'd like to be able to, because we're only about an hour and a half from Vegas. You can always get cheap flights into Vegas, and some of you may be within driving distance. Here's what I want to do. We will find a venue. We will supply everything as far as equipment, routers, sanders, material, layout letters. The router bits, we'll supply everything. And we'll do a 2-day seminar, assuming we get enough people that are interested. We'll do a 2-day seminar in Vegas. And we'll again supply everything. All you got to do is get there. We won't, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to supply you food. We may have some crackers for you. But other than that, we'll be eating sawdust all weekend. But anyway,
we probably could afford water for them.
Yeah, we can do water. But anyway, so the only things that you guys will need to bring is those of you that use respirators or some kind of a breathing apparatus, because we don't use them. If you want to use those, we don't have those. You need to bring those. That just kind of came to mind. So, but anyway, so depending on what kind of reaction we get, how many people, and I'm not asking for 100% commitment. That's not what I'm asking for. I just want to find out how many would be interested in coming. I'm thinking this year, September, October, into the fall is what I'm thinking. After the summer months, I think we can get better room rates in Vegas, maybe better flight.
This is really going to be a how-to. It's going to be like taking a router, putting it in a router bit, laying a sign out, how to lay it out. But it's all going to be hands-on, the same if you was in our shop and we were teaching you right from
Exactly.
the start.
The whole time, I want to make as much sawdust as we possibly can. The whole time, you'll have a router, with constraints. We'll have routers, sanders, and Dad and I will be there the whole time and just walk around and help however we can with instruction. And so I haven't set up an agenda or anything yet, but basically I want to just make as much sawdust as we can make and actually be right there with you guys, hands-on, as you're actually routing, as you're sanding, as you're doing all these operations, cutting out boards with the template guides, the whole deal. I want to do every aspect of sign making that we can possibly fit in to this 2 days.
It may take 2 days, but the truth is, it may just be one day. It just all depends on the response we get and logistics and how much it'll cost. We've never put on anything like this, so we don't know.
And I haven't made any calls. I don't have any figures yet, other than the fact that my thinking is what we're going to charge is somewhere between $200 and $300 for the weekend. If we can't do it in that, depending on what kind of reaction we get and how many people are interested, if we can't keep it between $200 and $300, then it doesn't make sense. Then we'll just push it out another few years till we get more people that are interested. But that's really kind of our goal target, is to be able to do it for between $200 and $300 for the weekend, for a Saturday and Sunday. So let us know what you guys think. I mean, I'm kind of excited about the possibility, but I realize, hey, it's a financial deal if you guys can do it. We are about 6, 7, 8 months away, so if you guys can figure it out. There's no date set. I haven't called it. I haven't made a call. I haven't done anything as far as setting it up. But one thing I do know is that if we get enough response, I'll make it happen. Period. We will find a venue. We will make it work. If we have a good enough group, maybe I can call one of the hotels and we can all stay in the same hotel and get group rates for a block of rooms. I know I've been to seminars where they've done that. So that is kind of in my thinking as well. Don't know exactly. Yeah, again, I got to make calls and see. So
there's 1,000 details that we have to take care of.
Tons of details
in order to make it happen.
Yeah,
it's just something that we'd like to make happen, because we'd like to see a lot of you guys face to face. We like to teach you hands-on, let you ask questions of us and find out what we do. It's just, and it'd be a neat weekend.
Yeah, it would be fun.
It'd be a fun time.
That would be a great time. So anyway, that's it, guys. Let us know what you think. Call us, comment. We're going to be talking about this for the next, probably the next couple weeks. So, figure it out, talk to your spouses. A lot of people I can see maybe bringing their spouses and their kids and making a little mini vacation out of it. I don't know. That's kind of up to you guys, however you want to do that. But certainly it would be fun if the families were there. I know Vicky, if it happens, Vicky's going to be there. Maybe my daughter might come over and help out. So, let us know what you guys think. I really kind of would love to do it. So, I'll be talking about it more and more until we figure out whether it's going to happen. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be live on Facebook Live doing my coffee and questions from the road. I got to go to Tucson again. So about 7:30 Arizona time, I'm going to also post this on the Facebook page in print so everybody that's friends can see it in case you don't see this in time. So 7:30 a.m. Arizona time. So that's 2 hours later in the east, an hour earlier in the west. I'll be doing a coffee and questions from the road. So that is it for me. Anything else?
I don't have anything else to add, son.
All right.
Just keep making sawdust.
Yep. And let us know what you think. Hope this was. I'm hoping that that it wasn't blurry. It was kind of hard to see in that little screen. So it has to be better than number 8 that I did back in 09. It has to be better than that. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. Anyway, all right, guys, getting long-winded. I will see you tomorrow on Coffee and Questions, and get back to us and let us know what you think. Have a great night, guys. Bye.
Bye.